think about the magnitude of what people were going to insinuate behind it. I didn't even think that you were going to be involved in it. And how? Because
hey guys, and welcome to Little Blackbird 91. We're talking to you guys about Marsau, and we're asking the question: how the heck does Marsau not know that the picture would cause his ruffle? But really, the question we're really dealing with here is Marsau needed to be taken down a peg. He needed to be checked. He needed to be spoken to and let know that this behavior is inappropriate and it's not conducive to being friends with somebody. And so I want to break this down this little bit, the first 2 minutes, and then we'll have a part two where we deal with also Tish when she speaks about her part as well in this particular aspect. But if you're new to the channel, do me a massive favor: like it, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returning to know what it is, baby, you got the minerals, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. Stay hydrated because the streets out there are hot. Listen, let's get into this madness and let's talk about some real things around here. Yeah, man, real things around here, cause you feel me? All right. So as you just heard, I want to play a little bit more of the clip and then we'll talk a bit more.
are you serious?
Can you call someone a friend who doesn't think about their actions and how it would actually impact not only themselves but you as well? How it would incriminate you? Can you really call someone a friend like that? Can you call someone a friend who doesn't think ahead as to how this will blow back on their own family, let alone you? Can you call that person a friend? Can you really be cool with somebody? Can I spend my time around you, give my effort to, if I know that you don't think about what you do, right? You're dangerous. It's the honest truth. Marsau, if you're saying what you're saying is true and you weren't thinking, you're dangerous, right? Because you knew exactly what that picture would do. That's why you posted it up, right? Joke or no joke, you knew exactly what you were doing. And what's really frustrating is when people like Marsau do this kind of thing where they do wrong and they pretend as if they don't know what they did. They try to act innocent, right? But as soon as Maurice flipped on and said, well, if you have two baby mothers and I post up a picture of a crib, right? Insinuating, how would you feel about it? He said, well, that's just below the belt. Well, that's exactly what we're talking about here. It's below the belt because it's happening to you. It was a below the belt move here doing this. It wasn't a joke. You were trying to rope him in some madness. You think it's funny that someone should get in trouble with their wife. That's what you were saying. Let's listen a bit more.
I didn't even think that you were going to be involved in it. And how? Because Kimi, how are you?
You see how astonished they are, both of them, about how he wouldn't know that this would happen, right? Do you want to spend your time with somebody who does these things? Would you want to be cool with somebody who makes you react the way they just did this then? Somebody who deflects in their own relationship, somebody who doesn't listen in their own relationship, somebody who doesn't want to appreciate their partner and the time they spend with them. Would you want that person then who doesn't think before posting for you to want to be around them? Now, someone might say this is one-off, but it's not. It's part of his MO. It's what he does. It's the energy that he brings to the table all the time. And so it's like you, as an individual, as Maurice and Kimi are, you almost got to distance yourself from this kind of person, because this person honestly will not bring any good vibes to you. He'll just bring you down. And I'm being very strong about it because it's like, you can tell someone like Marsau, like, this is not appropriate. I don't like this. Don't do this again. It's going to happen again because he thinks it's funny. He thinks it's funny.
Okay,
bro, you're too smart for that.
Stop. Listen.
I don't believe you.
I thought that the end result was, oh, you were complicit.
Even the end result being you were complicit. Complicit in what? Complicit in what? In the madnesses that you guys were invested in terms of what? Potentially sleeping with somebody. So let's not make that a light thing. If you make me complicit in that, it's not light. If you make me an alibi for that, it's not light. Okay, it's not light. It's not easy. And so for that, you doing that, you've hurt my brand, but you also hurt my family by doing that. I don't play with family, and I don't think any man should ever play with their family when it comes to defending it, right? And making sure that they're safe emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, sexually, making sure that your kids are not getting touched or kids are not out with people that shouldn't be around them. Do you know what I mean? Like you are a protector. So of course, my brand, I want to make sure that I'm in the right shape and form. I don't want to be, being complicit with behaviors that are illicit and are seedy and moving mad. Like, I don't want to be attached to that because you think it's funny.
Not you were an active participant. And so I thought that it was going to, the end result was going to be.
We've been doing this thing a long time.
How can the brother say, listen, I didn't think you were going to be included and looked as an active participant? What do you think they were going to think? What you thought they were going to think? Oh, well, he was just there not to. You knew exactly what's going to happen, sir. Okay, all right? Because the story narrative has already been told. If this was simply after the fact, right? As in the narrative hadn't been told about what they were doing in Atlanta, blah, 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 then it might be a different story. But the story at Atlanta had already been told. Then you added a picture, which then added fuel to fire. Now, I would also say this as well. Maurice has got his own issue because why did you tell them that you weren't there? Why did you tell people that you weren't there? You should have just said you weren't there. So now you said you weren't there. You can't no one else to blame but for yourself. And that's what I'm saying to you, that if your boy exposes you like this, puts up a picture to expose you and thinks it's funny when he knows that you didn't tell the truth, oh no, that ain't your boy. That ain't your boy. I can get it, him maybe telling Kimi. I mean, I wouldn't say he should be doing that. What benefit would he have for that? But to put it on the net and let us rage and tear, moving mad. What kind of friend is that? Ask yourself that real question. What kind of friend does that?
I just didn't, Kimmy.
No, I'm saying those rumors have been going since the beginning, and you didn't think that by saying you were there.
He knew. He knew exactly what he was doing when he said it. And unfortunately, people like Maurice are happy to bring you down. They're happy to take you down and finish you amongst the general public because he thinks that he can handle everything, right? I don't have no problems. Me, when it comes to attention, when it comes to people, it's like lunchtime for me. And I saw that because I remember, I think it was about a year or so ago. I think it might have been season 2, after he did a live. I think after they were questioning him about the woman that he might have got pregnant or whatever. I remember I saw a live, and the way he was speaking, I said, "Yeah, this is the pride and the arrogance. He thinks he can get away with things. He thinks that he's smarter than everybody, and that's a problem. That level of arrogance and pride cometh before a fall." Got to know that. Pride cometh before a fall. Sir, you may think you're smart now, but I'm telling you, you'll be found out. You may think you're smart now, but you will be found out.
Don't just affect you. Like, I don't honestly get that.
Tisha's in the crosshairs every single time you do something like that.
God.
You hear that? Your wife is always in the crosshairs, but you don't deep that. Why? Because you're selfish. You lack awareness. And you are so focused on you being entertained, you trying to get a one-up on the audience, you trying to get a one-up on people in a show, that you don't realize that you're affecting your actual family. A man like that, I don't want to be friends with you, bro. If that's how you always operate, you don't care what happens to your family. You don't care what happens to your partner. It's so long as you're winning. As long as it's about you, that's madness. I can't deal.
How did you feel? Did you get hurt by that post at all? With some of the stuff that was said?
I really wasn't hurt.
And we're gonna deal with Tish as well, all right? But she really wasn't hurt. When Bebe, you that's why you don't read the comments. Of course you're hurt, and it's okay to say you're hurt. This fake strong is gonna ruin you. Okay, the strength that you're talking about, you don't have it right now. If you did, you wouldn't answer the way you just did. Right? You'd understand that being vulnerable in this moment doesn't mean you're going to be weak. Me saying to you, listen, it did hurt me, but let me tell you something. Also, I made sure that I did X, Y, and Z to make sure I'm good. You didn't say that. You just said you weren't hurt. But really, we'd find out you were hurt. You were hurt by the people that actually you knew saying something or retweeting or whatever. Man, I mean, how can a brother not think about the actions of himself that affect his family? What kind of leadership is that? I'm not going to say anything else. Listen, guys, do me a massive favor, though. I'm on Vote For Me Influence TV competition. Vote down below in the comment section. You see the description box. Use those links and vote for me, please. I want to go through to the next round. I'm in round 2 now as well. So really, really appreciate you guys who've been voting. Keep on voting. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked and stay loaded. And we'll see you again very, very soon. Much love. Let me end the broadcast here, baby. because I'm too hot, I'm too special, baby.